Good morning, Grace Toady and scattered friends around the earth. You know, back during COVID lockdown, I recorded 99 devotionals. I don't know why I ever got to the 100th devotional, but I thought, given where I am today, maybe I should record the 100th devotional. We've been blessed to be here in Egypt for the past week, meeting with Egyptian theology professors and other believers that were training for the work of ministry. It's really a blessing to see the body of Christ is struggling sometimes, but flourishing in all parts of the world, even here in the Middle East. There are believers in Egypt, there are believers in Jordan, believers in Lebanon, believers in Israel, and they're working in planting new churches and evangelizing people as a minority religion in this area. And they're looking forward to the great promise of Isaiah chapter 19. If you've never seen it before, take a look at it. Isaiah 19 verse 21, I'll read it. And the Lord will make himself known to the Egyptians, and the Egyptians will know the Lord in that day and worship with sacrifice and offering. And they will make vows to the Lord and perform them. And the Lord will strike Egypt, striking and healing, and they will return to the Lord, and he will listen to their pleas for mercy, and he will heal them. In that day there will be a highway from Egypt to Assyria. So we're talking northern Iraq. The people up there still identify themselves as Assyrians in that area. In that day there will be a highway from Egypt to Assyria, and Assyria will come into Egypt, and Egypt into Assyria, and the Egyptians will worship with the Assyrians. Now look at verse 24 and 25. In that day Israel will be a third with Egypt and Assyria, a blessing in the midst of the earth, whom the Lord of hosts has blessed, saying, Blessed be Egypt, my people, and Assyria, the work of my hands, and Israel, my inheritance. So the believers, some of the believers look at me today and they're like, this is taking place now. This is coming true. Where there are believers in northern Iraq and among the Assyrians, southern Iraq among the Chaldeans, and here among the Egyptians as well, people who know the true God of the Bible. So be encouraged today. Sometimes maybe as a believer you feel like we're on the losing end of things, but the fact is Jesus is building his church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. So we rejoice in what God's doing in all parts of this earth. It's been going on here. The gospel has been here for more than 100 years. In fact, Oswald Chambers is buried just behind me, behind the pyramids, behind Cairo, up in Heliopolis. He was here ministering to troops during World War I, before My Utmost for His Highest was ever written. And since that time, there's just been church after church, students, Bible schools, training pastors, and the body of Christ continues to prosper here. So though we stand in the memory of the shadows of the memories of the pharaohs are all gone, but the Lord is building his church, and his church after 2,000 years is still here and still going strong. So God bless, and you all have a very good day. Bye-bye.